We are taking you into the news right now with the Fox 45 news feed. It's 11 a.m. Donald Trump due in court today for his third indictment this year. The former president facing conspiracy charges to overturn the 2020 election. We'll go live to the courthouse ahead of this afternoon's hearing. And how will today's hearing impact Trump's 2024 presidential run? The accusations Trump is making as we take a closer look at a trial timeline. And topping local news, a spike in juvenile crime and car thefts. We'll look at the surge in thefts in Baltimore City and why one police leader thinks it's worse here than other large cities. Fox 45 News Midday starts now.
Live from WBFF in Baltimore, this is Fox 45 News Midday.
Thanks so much for joining us for Fox 45 News Midday. I'm Shannon Lilly. We begin with breaking news in a city in crisis. A 14-year-old girl is in the hospital after being shot in the leg. It happened just before 11 last night in North Baltimore. Police say the girl was walking down Reisterstown Road when she was shot. Detectives are asking anyone with information to contact Crime Stoppers. A short time later, a man was shot in the leg in South Baltimore. The shooting marks the 398th non-fatal shooting this year. That's 30 fewer than this time last year. Killings are also down by more than 50. Now to the indictment against Donald Trump. We are taking a live look at the courthouse in D.C. right now, where the former president is set to be arraigned later this afternoon on 4 new federal charges. That includes conspiracy to defraud the United States, conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding, the actual obstruction of and attempted obstruction of an official proceeding, and conspiracy against rights. This is all related to efforts to overturn the 2020 election. For a closer look at today's court hearing and what comes next, let's go to Sinclair National Correspondent Kayla Gaskins.
Donald Trump indicted for the third time, set to appear here at the D.C. federal courthouse at 4 p.m. In a 45-page indictment, special counsel Jack Smith charged him with 4 felony counts for allegedly trying to overturn the 2020 presidential election, which led to the January 6th riots at the U.S. Capitol.
Those charges include conspiracy to defraud the United States, conspiracy to obstruct an official proceeding, obstruction of and attempt to obstruct an official proceeding, and conspiracy against rights.
The attack on our nation's capital on January 6, 2021, was an unprecedented assault on the seat of American democracy. As described in the indictment, it was fueled by lies.
Constitutional and criminal law expert Alan Dershowitz, though, believes the Department of Justice doesn't have the smoking gun in this case.
People told him the election was fair, but they have to prove beyond a reasonable doubt that in his own mind, he actually knew the election was fair and that he corruptly then tried to undo the election.
Trump reacting on his Truth Social site, writing, "Why didn't they do this 2.5 years ago? Why did they wait so long? Because they wanted to put it right in the middle of my campaign. Prosecutorial misconduct." Jack Smith's other investigation into the former president over classified documents found at Mar-a-Lago last year has resulted in criminal charges for both Trump and his aide, Walt Nauta. In New York, he's facing charges for alleged hush payments to cover up an affair leading up to the 2016 election.
Security here at the federal courthouse is expected to be tight in the lead up to Trump's arrival later today. When he gets here, he'll be processed, fingerprinted before entering an expected not guilty plea. In Washington, I'm Kayla Gaskins.
Kayla, thank you. Well, of course, there's lots of security around the courthouse. Multiple agencies, including the Secret Service, D.C. Police, and Capitol Police, are now joining forces. Law enforcement did a walkthrough of the grounds Wednesday, including the courtroom where Trump will appear at 4 o'clock this afternoon. In addition to fencing now around the courthouse, the Department of Labor, which is next door to the courthouse, notified its employees its building will be closed today. And of course, there was that big scare yesterday. A 911 caller warning of a possible active shooter in the Senate office buildings. Police evacuated the building and conducted a floor-by-floor search, but found no evidence of a shooter. Capitol Police now calling it a false alarm. Stay with Fox 45 News for complete coverage of today's proceedings. You can follow along both on air and online. Topping local news now, there are growing calls for accountability as a juvenile crime spree sweeps Anne Arundel County. Police say they arrested 6 juveniles in connection with 2 separate car-related crimes. 2 other juveniles were arrested as well, but police tell us they're too young to be charged.
No accountability, no responsibility, and so they think they can do whatever they want. I mean, what's a 13-year-old doing out at midnight jacking cars?
New data from Baltimore police suggests 98% of car thefts go unsolved in the city. Police tell us more than 5,500 cars have been stolen this year, but there have been just 94 arrests for car theft. A sergeant with the National Police Association says car thefts are up nationwide, but says officers in Baltimore are dealing with a unique situation due to staffing.
So their detectives in Baltimore are short-staffed. Now, you take your remaining detective cadre, what are your priorities? Homicide, violent crime, sexual assault, things like that. Again, where does auto theft fall? It's felony, but it's on the lower end of felonies.
Fox 45 News did ask Baltimore police how many of these auto theft cases have been completely closed so far this year. So far, BPD has not answered. Here's our look at today's top trending stories. Trending number 1, a suspected serial rapist who's been on the run for the past 45 years is now under arrest. Police in Baltimore County say they've arrested and charged James Shipe Sr. after new evidence connected him to the crimes. Shipe, who is now 70, is accused of raping 5 women between 1978 and 1986 in Baltimore County. Detectives say new technology allowed forensic evidence collected at the time of the rapes to be linked to Shipe. He's now being held without bond. Trending number 2, the former mayor of College Park is sentenced to 150 years in prison after facing 80 child pornography charges. Patrick Woyan pled guilty in court and will only serve 30 years as part of a suspended sentence. The former mayor resigned from his post prior to the arrest. Trending number 3, attorneys for Adnan Syed are asking the state Supreme Court to overturn the decision to reinstate his murder conviction. It was overturned, you'll remember, last December, but then reinstated after an appeal from the family of Hayman Lee. Syed has been free since the state vacated his conviction in September. Download the Fox 45 News app for up-to-the-minute traffic conditions, breaking news, and weather anytime. You can just search WBFF in your app store. Well, it is the viral video that everyone is talking about. A bear standing up and waving at zoo guests. Coming up, the new video that's now raising even more questions. And following a surge in use, some insurance companies are changing coverage for weight loss drugs. The impact that it's having on markets. But first, DeSantis doubles down. How the 2024 presidential hopeful is once again suggesting slavery had a positive impact on some black people.
And I am tracking our next weather maker today. That means an uptick in humidity and also a rise in our shower and storm chances. I'll break down our rain chances for the rest of the week in just a couple of minutes on Fox 45 News Midday at 11.
Fox 45 News, winner of 16 2022 Regional Emmy Awards, more than all other Baltimore news stations combined.
Taking a look at your social stream now, Florida governor and 2024 presidential hopeful Ron DeSantis is defending the state's new education curriculum. He's doubling down on his support of curriculum that teaches students Black people benefited by being slaves.
But that particular passage wasn't saying that slavery was a benefit. He was saying there was resourcefulness and people acquired skills in spite of slavery, not because of it.
The new curriculum calls for students to be taught that slaves developed skills that could be used for their personal benefit. Senator Tim Scott was among other Black Republican lawmakers criticizing that section. Scott and DeSantis are both seeking the Republican nomination for president. So, of course, a big response online to this. Bob here says DeSantis doesn't seem to understand that every time he talks about slavery, he loses. He lost on this the moment it came out. It could have been a one-day story, but he's kept it alive for weeks. Here's Val commenting, too. She says, I don't know why Ron DeSantis wants to have a debate to defend the benefits of slavery. Perhaps he should spend some time at the National Museum of African American History and Culture. The Writers Guild of America and the Alliance of Motion Picture and Television Producers will resume contract talks tomorrow. After 3 months of the writers' strike, both groups are ready to restart negotiations. Strikes have frozen production in Hollywood since talks between screenwriters and their employers fell flat in May. So here's this person saying both parties need to participate with a cooperative and open attitude and find a win-win strategy through mutual compromise and understanding. Only through constructive dialogue and consultation can the long-term stability and development of the industry be achieved. This user says to just hire new people. Nothing but garbage has been put out for the past 10 years. Well, amid a surge in popularity, some companies are cutting off insurance coverage of pricey weight loss drugs. Treatments like Ozempic and Wegovy can cost more than $1,300 a month. The Wall Street Journal says some employers are cutting off insurance coverage because of that expense. So this person says only the rich can have it. Won't the market adjust and costs will come crashing down as massive demand incentivizes greater and more efficient production? How long does that take in pharma? Still ahead, the debate over movie theater etiquette is getting real. Coming up, the bad behavior some younger fans are accused of committing and how social media is fueling it. And the fight over those floating barriers at the Texas-Mexico border is getting more heated. The steps the governor of Texas says he'll take to keep them in place. It's 11:13. You're watching Fox 45 News. Well, we are back with a live look over the Inner Harbor there. It's beautiful out, and it has been a nice and cool start to your day, and you may be able to grab lunch outside before afternoon rain showers move in. Coming up in about 5 minutes, meteorologist Amy Aronson will break down the timing for us. Making headlines, Texas Governor Greg Abbott is vowing to take the fight over barriers at the Texas-Mexico border to the Supreme Court. The DOJ is suing Texas, saying the state must remove about 1,000 feet of a floating barrier on the Rio Grande. The Biden administration officials say the buoys are illegal and create humanitarian and environmental concerns. Well, with the kids almost ready to head back to school, it is time for parents to start helping them set up a good sleep schedule. And really, it goes beyond just a schedule. A psychologist at Kennedy Krieger Institute joined us in studio this morning and shared how parents should help their kids set up a sleep hygiene.
I think of sleep hygiene as a set of behaviors that you're packaging together to help your child get their best sleep possible. The name of the game is consistency. So a consistent bedtime routine that's really relaxing and done in a consistent order every night, having a consistent bedtime and wake time, and having a consistent place to sleep is really important.
Great advice there. And Fox 45 News is your back-to-school headquarters. We are compiling all of the things busy parents need to know to prepare for a great school year. Just click on the QR code on your screen to check out all of the stories that we've posted so far. Coming up tonight at 4, the controversy in Harford County continues as accusations of spying are front and center. We press the county executive on transparency of the claims. Former President Donald Trump appearing in court today. We bring you live updates as they come in. Plus, juvenile crime, a main priority for city leaders. We look at laws on the books and what needs to change to see a real difference. You can get Fox 45 News in a flash through your Amazon Alexa or Echo. We now deliver your local headlines and your forecast in less than 2 minutes. If you have an Amazon device, just tell it to enable Fox 45 Baltimore. Trending now, movie theater etiquette. The Barbie and Oppenheimer films are driving more people to movie theaters, but it's also bringing along some bad behavior. Well, according to the Wall Street Journal, some moviegoers are using their phones during the films. Many attendees are reportedly scrolling on their phone during dull moments of a film or even taking pictures with the flash on and posting it on social media. Mark Clark with Be More Lifestyle is here now. Mark, this is a huge no-no in my book. I mean, so rude, I think.
No, I saw Oppenheimer yesterday. I know what's going on. These kids are bored out of their minds because they're not used to these kind of movies, and it's all, you know, TikTok got them all hyped up. But this movie is a typical movie I'd go see, but a 3-hour drama, they can't handle that.
So you witnessed this firsthand. You saw
Well,
kids
no,
on
they actually, people were respectful of the movie.
Oh, good.
But I get it in that it's like, I didn't understand the hype. That's why I wanted to go. 'Cause I'm like, why would kids care about this kind of movie? It's such a grown-up, serious movie, and it was a grown-up, serious movie.
And it's a long one. Like,
it's
3 hours. I mean, I guess maybe I could see where they're coming from in that case. I mean,
it's a movie,
though. That's not a long movie.
Stay home. My kids are like, I can't wait to go see it. I'm like, really? They've seen Barbie 3 times. I'm like, you're not gonna like Oppenheimer. Why would a young person like Oppenheimer?
I've heard great things, but yeah, you're right. I mean, you have to watch the whole time.
It's a great movie, but again, it's talk about the ultimate bummer. You created the death machine.
Oh man,
it's the guy that created the death machine.
It's heavy. You don't want to be on TikTok while you're learning about that.
Yeah. Well, I blame TikTok.
Okay, let's blame TikTok. Sounds good. Well, it has certainly been a nice, cool start to your morning. And while we could see a few rain showers this afternoon, it's definitely going to be much better than the storms those in Colorado are seeing. For a closer look, let's get over to meteorologist Amy Aronson with your wild and wonderful weather. Amy?
Yeah, let's head to Colorado, where they were hit with some crazy storms yesterday. Actually, some hail-producing storms. So that's not snow that they're seeing there. That is a street full of hail, actually like a river full of hail flowing down the street there. And this is just one image of it. Here's another look at that dime-size hail falling. This was in the north end of Erie. So that is a look back at what they were experiencing there last night. And they are under the gun for severe weather again today, actually in included in that orange zone there. Eastern parts of Colorado included in that for a moderate risk for severe weather. That's one hot spot that's looking at the potential for severe weather today. Another one, of course, across the southeast. For us, we've just got a general thunderstorm risk, and that's as this new weather maker pushes our direction, eventually sending us a chance for some showers and potentially some isolated storms too. We're also noticing an increase in humidity as all that moisture surges our direction. Looks pretty nice right now down at the Inner Harbor. We've got mid-70s to start under overcast skies, upper 80s to end today. I did throw a few showers in for later this evening. They become more likely later this week, and the humidity will start to return too. As we get into the weekend, it's going to be dry and actually pretty warm. So let's track this shower chance because that's going to lead us into the weekend. Couple of spot showers, potentially an isolated thunderstorm today. Not a big deal. As we get into your Friday, a few showers to start, and then a few more showers, potentially some storms as that cold front pushes in from the north and from the west Friday evening and Friday night. If you're planning on some pool time over the next couple of days, I'd say Saturday and Sunday, you get the green light. We do have that chance for some showers and storms on Friday. It's also going to be a little muggy with highs in the low 80s, but the upper 80s to near 90, that's back over the weekend. And looking ahead at our full 10-day forecast shows more afternoon storms likely on Monday. Otherwise, it looks like another heat wave gets underway next week with a long stretch of the low 90s returning. Shannon?
All right, thanks, Amy. Well, this summer, Sinclair is partnering with the National Diaper Bank for Sinclair Care's Summer Diaper Drive. You can scan this QR code to help local diaper banks provide diapers to children and families in need. Donate today for a healthier future for our little ones. And if your family is struggling with basic needs for your baby, just go to sinclaircares.com. Still ahead, police in Florida are pleading with people to stop calling 911 about manatees. Why instead they're asking people to give the animals some privacy. And how much money is in your retirement fund? The number most Americans say they need to feel comfortable. It's 11:22. You're watching Fox 45 News Midday. All right, don't miss this. Police in Florida are pleading with people to stop calling 911 about suspicious manatees. Turns out the manatees, which have been spotted in large groups on the ocean shoreline there, aren't hurt or in danger. As one might say, they're just having a little fun. Apparently, it's mating season. The local sheriff's office is turning to social media, urging residents not to call 911, saying the behavior is natural. Taylor Swift is giving big bonuses to the truck drivers on her Eras tour. The bonuses come ahead of the latest leg of her U.S. tour. In addition to the bonuses, the drivers received handwritten notes from the singer. That's awesome. Well, a new survey finds the average American thinks they need a $1.8 million nest egg for retirement. That's up from $1.7 million last year. It also found only 37% of workers think they'll achieve that savings target, down from 10% last year. 62% see inflation as the biggest obstacle to saving. It is time now for your lunch break, and just in time for the kids to head back to school, Lunchables are getting a makeover. The popular lunch trays will now contain fresh fruit. You'll soon find them in the produce aisle of the grocery store. The options include clementines, apples, pineapples, and grapes, paired with either ham or turkey. That's a nice addition. I like it. Well, that's all the time we have for Fox 45 News Midday. Be More Lifestyle is up next, and Mark Clark is back to tell us what they're working on. Hey, Mark.
Okay, fresh fruit. Okay. A viral video of a bear standing on their hind legs waving at zoo guests in China is prompting conspiracy theorists to think it's fake. Is there new evidence to prove it's real? Stick around for Be More Lifestyle. Next.
You're watching Fox 45 in Baltimore. Now live from TV Hill, this is Be More Lifestyle.
What's up, Baltimore? I'm Mark Clark, and this is Be More Lifestyle live from Studio A at Fox Baltimore. Lady T is here, along with comedian Ray Diva and meteorologist Amy Aronson. Good morning, ladies.
Hello.
Let me tell you right now, an update to that viral video out of China that prompted people to question if a zoo had put a person in a bear costume and was trying to pass it off as a real thing. We told you about this yesterday on Fox 45 News Midday. After the video surfaced, now other zoos are now posting videos of the same type's bear acting the same way. A zoo in England says the behavior is normal and sun bears actually have quite good balance. I don't think it was, we want you, okay, so I don't think it was the fact that it was standing up waving. To me, it was the back shot looked like he was sagging, looked like his outfit wasn't tight. That was my thing. So, Amy, I'm curious. You're a logical, smart genius.
I don't know.
Is it a man or a man in a bear suit?
I mean, it sure looks like a human, but like bears have qualities that are like, I don't know, like you see gorillas and stuff, and they're kind of like human qualities. So I don't know.
Yogi the bear. Yeah, she's right.
I don't know.
Don't forget Boo Boo.
Don't forget Boo Boo.
I mean, are there any other bears in the thing with it? I don't know. Like,
Ray Diva, you're a comedian. I know you got many jokes.
I saw that bear dancing at a birthday party last week.
Did you see it?
And I'm not playing with China. That was a person in there.
It don't even have the lumps in the back.
Yeah, and the way that it
Lady T, curious.
You're curious as to know
so you
what
have
I
the
think.
genius, the comedian now.
And then it's just me.
Somewhere in the middle.
I'm gonna have to go with how much do they charge at this one? Because if they got people in these outfits, I might take on the job. Put me in a bear costume for how much they pay.
Too glamorous.
That's a man in a costume, y'all. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
That's a man in a costume. Stop playing with him.
Well, let's find out. Stop playing with
Todd.
him.
His name is Todd.
Todd needs to stop playing with us. We want you to tell it, though. Do you think the bear standing up in the costume is it people or a bear or real or normal but weird? Vote on our website, Fox45, foxbaltimore.com/vote. When you get to the website, make sure you click on the lifestyle tab. You can also vote on the Fox 45 News app. And at the end of the show, we'll see what everybody thinks. Now, has AI gone too far? It turns out some artificial intelligence chatbots are having hallucinations. That's what AI companies are calling it when the chatbots provide false information. Apparently, in some cases, it's unfixable because the technology often doesn't match the intended use. Wow, this is a deep story. So let's start with Lady T, our in-house IT specialist.
I am not an IT specialist. What? Just because I do a couple
AI got hallucinations.
This is a little scary because you know what? In iRobot, I don't know if y'all know. Didn't the robots have hallucinations? Like he started seeing dreams. Remember, he started seeing dreams, and he saw that big robot on a hill. Listen, let me tell y'all something. They coming for us, y'all.
Wow.
Hide your kids, hide your wife. They coming for us.
I don't care. I want to be an AI so they can hallucinate. I want to stay young forever.
You want to be AI?
Yeah, I do. I want to pop some popcorn with a flat iron. And hi. How
we doing hair soon?
Again, our resident genius,
I wouldn't call it that.
Meteorologist Amy, what do you think? I can't say it.
I feel like it's so complicated, like it's way over my head. Like, how is it even possible? Or then what do you believe when you're...
And then does that mean we can't trust them? Like,
no, we can't. We definitely can't trust them.
And are they a them?
Can't trust anyone.
And are they a them?
AI a them? Are they an AI he, she, we, thee?
Y'all gotta stay ready out here.
We'll keep it moving. The sandwich war is heating up. A new survey finds the perfect sandwich is not the grilled cheese, the tried and true peanut butter and jelly, not even making the cut. So what's the perfect sandwich? According to a survey of 2,000 Americans, it has just 3 ingredients: Black Forest ham, cheddar cheese, and tomato. Apparently, Americans really like sandwiches. The average person craves a sandwich 4 times a week, and 2 in 3 say they could live on sandwiches alone for a full week. I did not know what this story means, but let me tell you something. Let's start with Amy. Are you a sandwich person?
I guess, but definitely not a ham sandwich person. I'm like a turkey sandwich type of girl. I don't know. It seems like
You're a turkey sandwich type of girl?
Yeah, but I don't have it 4 times a week, and I don't think I crave it 4 times a week.
I'm a turkey sandwich. Okay, Ray Diva.
No, ham.
Ray Diva, you don't seem like a sandwich person.
I'm not, but ham and bacon makes everything taste better, in my opinion.
It does. Bacon
and it's not good for you, but it makes it taste so good.
I thought they were going to say the BLT was the king.
Yeah, BLT was the
No.
Why did nobody say any paninis or anything like that? I'm a panini girl, actually.
Oh,
I like
she's a
those type
panini
of
girl.
But are we in elementary school? Because why this struggle sandwich for a school trip?
Well,
why is it a Black Forest
I want to go to this school.
That's so
Black
weird.
Forest ham.
Black Forest ham?
All I got was mashed potatoes and nuggets.
Yeah, or old. It was old turkey.
Yeah.
It was old turkey sandwiches that we got over.
You can't
So
go
what
wrong
is
with the
this?
old peanut butter and jelly.
Yes.
No,
Oh,
we
yeah.
cannot.
Always.
You cannot.
Or
Let me,
with strawberry jam.
before we
Strawberry
wrap
jam.
things up, quickly answer this question. Don't think about it. Amy, when you're in school, did your mom cut off the heel of the for your thing?
If I requested it, she would do it.
Did your mom cut off the?
No, we were in the hood. So
Did your mom cut off
No,
the?
we had to eat it. We better eat it.
You better eat it, or else you don't get anything from
Eat it, or you
All right,
right.
guys. Still ahead. Thanks, ladies. We'll see you all later in the show, except Ray Diva. Thanks again. Thanks. Still ahead. He was once named Vogue's list of sexiest men alive. He's single. Lady T's dishing about Canadian leader Justin Trudeau. And if you're looking to get fit this summer, hurry up, because summer's running out. A new total body scale that everybody needs. Stick around for it. Okay, we are off to a fast start. Stick around.
You're watching Be More Lifestyle.
Are you looking for help in your fitness journey? Stacey Bell shares a money-saving deal on a new tool to add to your wellness routine. She'll explain in America's Steals and Deals.
The following segment is sponsored by Knocking.
If you're like me and everybody in your house is on a health journey, this Counto digital scale is really going to help you maintain a healthy lifestyle. I did a lot of research and I'm so excited about this. I'm going to show you what you get when you bring it home. But it is a digital scale and it gives you 12 different body measurements, not just your weight, because our weight really fluctuates. So this is going to give you more information, like you'll get your BMI, your bone index, and your basal metabolic rate. And if you're a new mom, it's really cool because there's a baby growth setting and you can put it in baby mode. And if you're an athlete, like I have a lot of muscle men in my house, you can also measure your muscle mass. I don't like getting on a scale. I do not, but knowledge is power, and this gives me so much information. It's really been a game changer with my health along that journey. This pairs with any smartphone, so you can take all of that data on this scale, and it's gonna be on your app. Now, let me tell you how this works. The science is a little bit much. The scale can measure all these things. All you got to do, you step on it. It uses bioelectrical impedance, which measures how easily an electrical signal can move throughout your body. I know it's a lot, but that signal is going to move faster through muscle, so it can help you track what's muscle and what's fat. This is such a great deal and a cool product. Right now, we're offering 38% off the Counto scale. Head over to asadeals.com for this exclusive offer.
The weather this week is going to be great, so why not get out and explore Maryland? And if you like the water, why not check out Rocky Point Park in Baltimore County? Check it.
It's a beautiful park. If you want to fish, this is a great spot for it. Bring your friends and family.
A unique part about Rocky Point is that we have a swimming beach. So we're one of a few swimming beaches in Baltimore County. And then we also are offering more water sports activities this year. So we have kayaking, paddleboarding, and pedal boats. The great part about Rocky Point is there's so many picnic spots. There's beachside ones, there's playground side ones, there's point side ones, so you can really find a picnic spot wherever you so please. We do offer picnic rental, so you can rent an area. On holiday weekends, we only do first come, first serve, but if you show up early enough, most people can get an area.
Oh, the staff is amazing. They're friendly, they keep the park clean, and they keep it fun out here.
So I supervise both the swimming beaches, so Rocky Point, Miami Beach, and then the Lock Raven Fishing Center.
One of my main duties as a beach and park manager is to supervise the lifeguards and make sure everything is going smoothly in the swim area. My favorite part about working here is being outside instead of being cooped up in the summer. It's good to have fresh air, get off your technology a little bit, and just spend some time in nature.
I get to work in this beautiful landscape. I get to work with a different, unique group of people that come to this park. It's a very diverse group of people that come and picnic here. I've learned so many different things from my patrons, from my employees, and just enjoying this beautiful nature here is also a plus.
We're still hiring for seasonal workers. We're hiring gatehouse attendants, lifeguards, assistant managers, and managers. And you don't need any prior work experience, and you can still get lifeguard trained anytime throughout the summer. You can learn more about working at the beaches by going to the Baltimore County website and looking at the jobs section.
My name is Derek Jones. I go by Catfish Rick. Being a realtor, my schedule is all over the place. But anytime I can get out here, I'm here.
When you come to the beach, obviously throw your trash out in the correct, receptacles. Try to pick up any trash, that might have flown out of the trash cans and, leave the wildlife alone. There might be some snakes, birds, fish, things like that. Just look at them, but let them live. It's a nature park. We love when people come out and kind of enjoy and be in nature and, watch the wildlife, but just leave it be. Water sports program that we're actually offering is our kayak share program. There's going to be 12 different kayaks of different kind of varying kayaks of fishing kayaks, sit inside, sit on top, tandem, and you can take those kayaks out during the operating hours. It's going to be at 4 different locations here at Rocky Point, at Miami Beach, at Marshy Point Nature Center, and then at the Lock Raven Fishing Center. If you want more information about the park on the rental fees, the admission fees, park hours, you can visit the Baltimore County government website and then search Rocky Point Park.
Still ahead, shocking allegations about singer Lizzo as a group of backup singers accuse her of harassment. And the police are getting involved with the drink toss and mic throw at Cardi B at the concert. Lady T has all that hot tea coming up next. Stick around. It's time to spill the tea this Thursday. Lady T joins us right now.
Hey, fellow tea sippers. Okay, so we now know Cardi B has a great arm for throwing. Recently, a fan threw a drink at Cardi B during a performance in Las Vegas. Now, Cardi responded by throwing her mic at the fan, and it was all caught on video, which has now gone viral since then. Now, the fan filed a police report for battery after the incident. TMZ says Cardi asked fans to throw water at her because of the triple-digit temps in Vegas. You know how hot it is out there, y'all. Now, she did that moments before the incident occurred. The whole thing is under investigation. Meanwhile, her song Jealousy with her hubby Offset is #1 of the Billboard charts. But Mark, to throw or not to throw is the real question. They were doing as she said.
Yeah, I mean, she's getting ready to get sued for a lot of money. First of all, she got a strong left, though. She can throw at that left. We need to get her on the Oreo as soon as possible, but she's about to pay.
You think she's about to pay something?
Yep.
She told everybody, wait, not in that way. And a person kind of came at her with the drink a little bit aggressively. I think she was like, whoa. So I think that's why she reacted like that. But I think she might be able to maneuver her way out of this one. I think she might. Yeah, it's going to be.
But this one right here, though, I don't know.
Case. It don't work in this case, unfortunately. Up next, you guys, other major teas. So my girl, my favorite, Lizzo is being sued by 3 former backup dancers, y'all. So the dancers said that they were harassed while on tour with Lizzo and that she created some kind of hostile work environment. Anyway, one dancer said she was singled out for gaining weight. Another dancer said she was forced to touch a new performer. There was some kind of alleged incident with a banana, but let's not get into that at this point, y'all. Okay, we're not gonna talk about that. Anyway, Lizzo finally responded. This is what I was waiting for. She sent out a statement. She posted on Instagram denying all allegations. She said these dancers were fired and they already publicly admitted that their behavior on tour was unprofessional, okay? Lizzo says these past few days have been difficult and disappointing. Now, Mark, it sounds like disgruntled employees looking for money, looking for a little bit of extortion. I'm thinking now, because Lizzo, God, she's been a beacon of hope for us all, so it's kind of tough to believe any of this. I don't like it.
It's hard. It's hard to be Lizzo. It's hard to be Lizzo.
I actually believe her. I was waiting to see what she said, but I don't know. I'm conflicted.
It's hard.
I'm conflicted. Okay. All right, up next, you guys, because the tea keeps pouring. All right, ladies, this one's for you. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau and his wife are calling it quits, y'all. So sad. They announced their split yesterday in an Instagram post after 18 years of marriage. He and his wife have 3 kids together. Reports say Justin will stay at Rideau Hall in Ottawa. She's going to move to a residence somewhere else in the same city. His office says the family will be going on vacation next week, which I think is going to be very awkward. It's going to be extremely awkward, y'all. Anyway, so he was on People Magazine's Sexiest Man Alive list back in 2015. So the ladies are lining up for a chance at him. Personally, I've always wanted to live in Canada. Oh, Canada.
Okay.
Oh, Canada. Yeah, so I feel like I'm going to shoot my shot. But look at what I'm up against. Tina Knowles literally just announced that she was getting a divorce. So
what is going on?
You never know. Like everybody else they're getting wrapped. Anyway, okay. All right, well, that's it for the tea for today, y'all. Y'all know what to do at home. Y'all got to go sip on all that tea.
Thanks, Lady T. Now time for your best weather in America with meteorologist Amy Aronson.
Yeah, if you didn't get a chance to see that full moon the past couple of days, here's a look at some of the cool images. This one actually comes in from earlier this morning in Severna Park. So a little bit of a hazy look at that nearly full moon this morning. Here's another look, this one from down in Florida, but a cool look at the moon through the clouds. Now, if you didn't see this full moon, we actually get 2 of them this month. So the second one coming up would be a blue moon, and that is towards the end of August. So another opportunity. Right now, we've seen clouds move overhead, turning a little cloudy ahead of our next weather maker. Still pretty comfortable at the moment, but we're going to notice that rise in humidity over the next couple of days. Mid-70s currently. I am tracking a few showers, at least a few storms to wrap up the week, along with that return of the humidity. By the weekend, though, we are dry and pretty warm, feeling like summer. Here's a look at that next weather maker that is scooting its way in from the south and the west here. That's what's going to send us that shower chance later today and then again tomorrow, too. We aren't tracking a ton of rain today, just some very, very spotty showers and storms primarily this evening. Most people stay completely dry. Clouds will continue to take over through Friday, along with a few additional showers. And then we see some showers and some storms pop back up tomorrow afternoon, tomorrow evening, as that actual cold front pushes in from the north and from the west. But that clears out just in time for the weekend. For today, turning a little cloudy. It's still warm, a little more humid too, with highs headed into the mid and upper 80s. Plus, we could see a spot shower, a stray storm this afternoon and this evening. More likely come tomorrow. So tomorrow, not the best pool day, but by Saturday and Sunday, we're dry, we're toasty, we're close to 90 both days. Perfect for some pool time. And that leads us into a hotter week next week. Another round of afternoon storms on Monday, followed by a stretch of the low 90s that take us actually through much of next week. Back to you.
This summer, Sinclair is partnering with the National Diaper Bank for Sinclair Care's Summer Diaper Drive. Scan this QR code to help local diaper banks provide diapers to children and families in need. Donate today for a healthier future for our little ones. And if your family is struggling with basic needs for your baby, go to sinclaircares.com. You welcome him into your home every morning, and you trust him for his forecast. And this morning, we're giving you a one-on-one behind-the-scenes sit-down with meteorologist Justin Chambers.
Hey everybody, this is meteorologist Justin Chambers from Fox 45 Morning News. Going a little bit after, I'd say 3:30 or so in the morning, and get to work, start, going through the weather stuff. And then it's all about, trying to put the graphics together and get ready for the show. Once you get to about, 4:15, it's almost go time. So I have to get up there and, get the TV face on, get the TV hair, get the tie all tied up, and make sure my microphone's on and the earpiece so that they can yell at me in the ear. And all of a sudden I look at the watch, I'm like, oh my gosh, it's almost 4:30, we got to hit the air. And we hit the ground running. I mean, we go from 4:30 to 10 o'clock. It's nonstop. It's weather hits basically almost every 10 minutes or so. Weather's important. People want to know the weather. And so I don't have a lot of time to relax when I am, kind of backstage in the weather center. I get my drink of water and, grab a quick power bar or a Pop-Tart, depending on how I'm feeling that day. But, it can be a lot. And it definitely, there are a lot of weather hits. But, I love what I do. Well, I haven't won the lottery yet, so I'm still here working on TV. But but no, I love being able to do the forecast. I love being able to give people a smile, every day. I try to bring my personality. I'm the same off TV as I am on. I try to just bring that personality to our morning show. It's a long morning show, and we know the news sometimes is, not very happy. So I try to make it happy. And then when it's, when it's serious weather, we go into our weather alert mode, and it's just all serious business. And I love when I can be able to say that, someone said, Justin, I saw that it was going to be stormy. You were tracking those storms, and I got to a safe place because of what you said, and now my family's safe. And that means the world to me that what I do can affect people. Yeah, I started flying in 2018. I was living in Nashville at the time, and I'd always been interested in it. And then I thought, okay, look, I talk about the clouds, I talk about the storms. Why don't I go up and be in the clouds and fly around and see what that's like? And so I got into it, and I was scared to death when I got behind that, the seat and pulled the yoke on the Cessna and pulled off there and got up into the air. But I fell in love with it. And anybody who has been a pilot ever, or has ever thought about being a pilot, or like, man, I really would love to fly sometime. I mean, it is the single best thing I've ever done, besides marrying my wife and having my dog. And this community as a whole, I mean, my wife's from here, so it's great to be home with the family. We've got family all around the Baltimore area, and I love it. I mean, it's kind of like it's always been a second home to me, and now that it is my home.
And make sure you watch Justin and the entire morning show right here on Fox 45, and look for more behind-the-scenes segments in the future right here on Be More Lifestyle. Still ahead, it's a video that's going viral. People say this video of a bear standing up and waving at the zoo guest is fake, but now other animal sanctuaries are coming to the zoo's defense. What you're saying about it, coming up An update to the viral video out of China that prompted people to question if a zoo had put a person in a bear costume was trying to pass it off as a real thing. We told you about this yesterday on Fox 45 News Midday. After the video surfaced, now other zoos are posting videos of the same types of bears acting the same way. A zoo in England says the behavior is normal and sun bears actually have quite good balance. We wanted you to tell it. Do you think the bears standing up are people in costumes, real bears, and normal, real but weird? Most of you are saying people in costumes. Thanks for inviting us into your home. Make sure you follow Be More Lifestyle on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Have a great one.